Yes, sir. We're live. We're back again, man. Episode 10, man. We in this thing, man. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, put it in their face for him, Chuck. You know what I'm talking about? We back up in here for
You already
episode
know.
10. It's been 10 weeks, man. 10 weeks we've been doing this, man.
Crazy.
I know you guys who probably, and we apologize for those of y'all who are consistent viewers, who are constantly watching, who, we may be coming in a little bit late than you guys expect.
Right.
We apologize for that. Me and Chucky have been talking about it, trying to work on it and make sure that we get you guys as much content as possible on time as much as possible. So we're going to work on that. We're just getting started, and we appreciate you guys tapping in and just bringing the content, man. You know what I mean? So what's up with you, Chucky, man? How's your week going, man?
Week is good. Week is good. Just out here doing my thing, man. Content, work, the usual. Damn, there was something I wanted to mention that happened throughout the week, but I totally forgot. If it come up later on, we gonna talk about it. But yeah, everything been good, just same everyday shit. Ready for the show, man. Episode 10. We in here. Let's go, y'all.
Man.
Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe in this bitch, man. Thank you. Like my boy Breadwinner said, man. Everybody who come in here consistently and tapping with us, man. It means a lot to us, bro. So make sure y'all keep tapping in, bro. And we gonna get it. We gonna get it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We in this thing, man. So we got a couple topics to talk about, man. It's been an eventful week. A lot of things been going on, man. We talked about, the Lil Tay situation last week. Lizzo, a whole bunch of stuff just happened. So this entertainment industry and these celebrities they never fail in giving us content, man. So right now, what I want to talk about, first things first, is we have ESTG walked out of an interview with BootlegKev. So it's funny. I'll pull the clip up in a minute, but so basically, BootlegKev interviewed him and was from what I've seen. I mean, I watched BootlegKev a lot. It seemed like he was he was asking legitimate questions, simple questions, but what I think kicked it off, and what a lot of people are speculating, is that what kicked it off is when BootlegKev started asking about ESTG's past football and college his college past. So a lot of people are like, he probably didn't want to talk about that. He mentions it. You'll see, like, during the clip, like, he mentions it. BootlegKev mentions it a couple of times, and then, like, he kind of, ESTG try to jump off the conversation or whatever. But it's like, I mean, I don't really know. I feel like if you were in college and you were doing, you were good at football, you were in college, you were playing football, like, you could have got a scholarship or whatever. Like, who knows? Like, I think a lot of people are speculating and talking about it because of the simple fact that it's like, why? What is the issue? Like, are you trying to hide something? Like,
exactly.
I think these rappers, like, we talk about this a lot on this on Wasp Nest. We talk about how this whole gangster image and this whole gangster persona that this music industry is trying to push is not going to last too much longer. And I think that people are trying to uphold this so much that you can't be. It's like they're basically saying it's impossible for you to be a real nigga in the streets and actually be in a position where you go to college or you get a scholarship or something, and which is not realistic, because you got a lot of hood niggas and a lot of street niggas who get scholarships and get shit like that, where they can go to colleges and make something of themselves, and they come from the grimiest trenches, they come from the grimiest hood. So it's like, why would it be a problem that you went to college and that you're going, you know what I mean? So that's the only thing that I can even think, and that I think a lot of people are speculating that that's the reason why he walked out of the interview. And it's like, what else for?
Bruh, you like you got, like, going to college and being a successful college player is a good thing. I mean, I don't know about how successful he was, but anyways, making it to a college football team is like, that's a good part of your history. So for you to sit here, bro, and get upset for somebody bringing that, it's not like a nigga brought up your dirty laundry. like her, like, hey, you cheated on your wife in 1962. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like it wasn't like no bull. It wasn't a low.
Yeah, it's like it's not a low blow. It's like that's actually pretty dope. Like, you feel me? And BootlegKev even said, like, when we see the clip, like, he even said, like, dude, like, I'm a huge football fan. Like, you feel me? Like, I think that's dope. Like, that you were like, you did some numbers. You got some good numbers out there while you were in college, and it's like, that's something to talk about. Why not? Like, why people want to glorify this whole gangster image and push that shit? Like, what for? Like, what does that do? Like, when you could be motivating other kids who probably came from the same streets as you to be like, oh, like, he was in college, like he did this, like maybe let me try this, like, instead of trying to do the whole hood nigga hood booger street nigga rap niggas type shit.
And it's like but they gotta keep up with the persona, bro. He felt like that was you know, there's this weird, bro, Poetic Flacco, bro. I feel like he's so underrated because he actually made a video on this, and he's so articulate the way he be breaking this shit down, bro. And it makes sense. It's like some niggas get so caught. Shout out to Flacco. Some niggas be so caught up in this persona that we have turned the good to the bad and the bad to the good. You making it to a college football team I wouldn't be surprised if, I mean, that's a big part of what made you who you are today. So how can you get mad when that history is brought up? Like I said, it's not like a nigga brought up you selling crack. This nigga like, so it's just we need to do better, man. We need to definitely do better. And instead of niggas bashing you for being intelligent, niggas need to start rewarding that. You know what I mean? And then we need to do the opposite, and we need to condemn bad behavior. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah, that's a fact. It's a fact. So
want me to put that on? Want to put that up?
Yeah, you can put it up now.
Yeah.
So we're gonna play this real quick and see what happened.
This one, or like this one, or they send it to you like, hey,
you hear the audio and everything.
Yep.
This one, you can have this one. Does that make sense?
They know I ain't, you know what I'm saying? Miss Bobbie, she's
sure you're kind of carrying the state. Make sure you're representing the state nationally. Make sure you represent the city.
Yeah.
Which,
what? Yeah, I ain't seen no picture of no NFL.
Well, I saw you in like the Indiana State.
Get up right here. What's a YouTube video called?
I don't know. I just literally typed in ESTG football highlights. And I was like, damn, this dude was a beast. You played linebacker, right?
What do I got to do with music and shit, right?
I'm just curious because I'm a big football fan.
Like, I don't like a lot. No, it's like a lot of people were saying, like, why were you? Because like throughout the interview, like he seemed like he was kind of like uncomfortable with the whole shit. It's like people were saying, like, why were you even there if you felt like it was gonna be like, and shouts out to BootlegKev, because I don't feel like he was asking him anything out of the, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, dude, like, especially if you're a football fan, like, you're gonna ask that about any, like, you know what I mean? Anybody, any celebrity, like, oh, like, you were a football star back, you know what I mean? Like, come on, man. Like, why would you know what I mean? So I don't know.
Nah, it was weird though, like, because he asked him the most basic question, my nigga, and the way he looked, he lit the blunt, like he felt so uncomfortable, nigga.
Yeah, it's
like this nigga just answered the worst question in the world.
You can play football. Like, what's the problem with that?
He took a hit. The fuck that got to do with it?
Yeah, so it's crazy.
So like, I'm just like
crazy.
I'm a huge football fan, and I find it fascinating that like you really like have like a real high level like football run, you know what I'm saying, before the rap shit. Like,
and just for y'all who don't know, if you Google it, you can find pictures of him in college in his football. You like, this dude, like, you know what I mean? So
took off. So yeah, I just think it's fast. But obviously a part of your story. So I know it doesn't have anything to do with what's going on right now, but that's fair. I was gonna ask you, like, when it comes to, I remember when you signed with Gotti, I remember the viral moment where there was just all this cash, and at that time I feel like there was like a bidding war going on for ESTG at that moment. One, what made you rock with Gotti, and what is something over the last 2 or 3 years that you have learned?
Oh man.
Hey,
like, hold on.
It's funny because even BootlegKev even caught on to the fact that he was feeling uncomfortable. He like, you know, as a good podcaster would, he started transitioning the conversation off of the football shit. And he still got up and walked off.
That's exactly what I was about to say.
Crazy.
As a good journalist as he is, he tried his best to, you know, maneuver the conversation. Like, okay, like he even said, he's like, you know, I mean, I just think it's fascinating, but you know, I understand it doesn't have anything to do with, you know, music or anything right now.
Right.
So then he moves on to a music topic. So I think I feel like some of these celebrities, man, especially these rappers, I think they get, I mean, and it's not a secret. I mean, we all know they get a lot of these people get caught up into the persona of who they are, 100%. And they're feeling themselves too much. And it's like, bro, this was good journalism. People want, like, this is the type of stuff that people want to see. People they can go and stream your music all day, but at the end of the day, the era of music that we're in right now is an era where the generation wants to be involved as much as they can in the artist's life. They want to know what's going on as much as they can.
Bro, facts. And that's something that the fans take pride in knowing your history, bro. You know what I mean? Like if I'm a fan and I'm watching that and I'm like, oh shit, I never knew, like I love football. I never knew my favorite rapper loved this shit. You know what I mean? And it's just weird, bro.
Football season's about to start. It's like, why would, you know what I mean? Like, why would you not, like, dude, like people are trying to, they're like they say in Chicago, and I'll quote the Chicago natives. What he's doing, he's being over tough.
Yeah, right.
And he's trying to, like, you know what I mean? Because this situation is not nothing new. Like, this is something that people have brought up before about him, you know, being a football star and going to college and stuff like that. So I think that's what initiated him, like, oh, like I don't even want to talk about that, because like prior to the clip I just played earlier in that interview, BootlegKev made a reference to him being in college, and he flat out said, like, I don't want to talk about that, like, we, you know, like that's you know, it's irrelevant. So he was trying to avoid this whole time, and it's like, at the end of the day, dude, people care more so about what it is that you've done in your life rather than your fake gangster persona that you're trying to push. Exactly. Like, this generation it's not like it was before, where people are looking for you to be a super over tough gangster. Sure. They just want to hear the good music. And it's like, dude, that's and not only that in particular instance that they're talking about him, you know, being a football star, that's not any bad, that's not any smut or nothing on your name. It's what is, like, you know what I mean? It's like, they're not saying you're a snitch, they're not saying none of that other stuff. So it's like, what is the problem really? Like, you know what I mean? So I don't know.
There's no, you can't find any scenario, even if you an ex-gangbang, I mean, even if you a current gangbanger, you a street nigga, you the most hardcore nigga, there's no explanation of how that could be bad. There's no justifying you having a history in football as a negative thing on your career. Can you find any correlation there?
And honestly, I feel like him walking off is gonna bring more attention to him. You know what I mean? Like, that, the fact that she walked off.
Everybody talking about this shit. So you're right, absolutely. And I just feel like him walking off, bro. Like you said, nigga, think about all the vlogs that talked about this. You got Fig Immunity talked about this. No Jumper talked about this. Vlad. Say Cheese, like all, and look, none of these niggas would have even gave a fuck about it. So now more people know about that than would have previously before.
You were better off talking about it. You're better off just being like, oh yeah, you know what I'm saying, I used to ball. I like, and niggas like, I don't know, man. These are weird. It's like, bro, why wouldn't you? I'll be bragging about that. Like, yeah, I was killing them. I was killing them niggas on the field. Like, you feel me? Like, I was a star.
Or you don't got to get up and walk away. Be like, hey, look, hey, I don't really want to talk about the football. Look, he a podcaster, he gonna get it. Like, hey, I don't want to talk about the football shit. Let's talk about something else. He be like, oh yeah, no problem. And then they move on, and then boom, bow. You didn't think got up offended as hell. It's just so funny though, bro. That when he first asked him about the football, the way he he lit that blunt, nigga, so hot. You could feel it in his soul how mad this nigga was, bro. And then the way he just, fuck that got to do with anything, and it's funny, bro. It's hilarious,
man. It's like, come on, man, don't be over tough, man. It's like, at the end of the day, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, man. I ain't heard a single, and this is just me. Niggas might they might kill me in the comments, but I ain't heard a single ESTG song ever in my life.
Same. I've never even heard snippets. I never even heard a snippet.
Yeah. And that's
I don't even know what his music sound like.
That's excluding like me scrolling through TikTok or whatever. Like, I don't know where this nigga's music is at. So it's like, if I just probably ran across him, I probably didn't know it was him. But I for sure don't know what the fuck song or music this nigga ESTG is famous for. And I just think that that's just some over tough shit that niggas are just trying to pull, where it's like, bro, come on, bro. I would have respected you more, and I probably would have actually gone and checked out your music if excuse me, if I thought if you actually sat there and spoke on that. I would have been like, okay, like, oh, okay, this dude, like, he's more than just a rapper, you know what I mean? Like, so
yeah,
I don't know, man. You know, it's crazy. Shouts out to BootlegKev, man. Like I said, he did his thing. He tried his best. I mean, and I think he's before I cut it off, he said that was the first walkout he had on his platform. So shouts out to BootlegKev, man. Get that content, man. I mean, shit, they don't want to. There's a lot more clips and things that go on where people walk out of interviews over more drastic questions and things like that. You didn't ask them anything wrong.
Definitely,
man. That was extra, man. ESTG, man. Get your you know, saying, get your game up, man. You learn how. Somebody needs to be teaching you. You need some type of what do they call that shit? Somebody, what's the publicist or whatever the case, where you need somebody who's gonna tell you what it is. You need media training. That's what I'm sorry.
And then
y'all forgive me. I had a couple of drinks before this stream, so forgive me if I'm getting my words mixed up. But he needs media training. Go ahead.
I agreed. And another thing is, I feel like if you feel look, we both do this content shit, bro, right? And we both done interviews, my nigga, and like, I feel like as an artist or anybody who you come on the show, bro, all you got to do is politely ask the host, hey, let's not mention this, nigga. And niggas be respecting that, bro. So, like, for you to go on there and not even, like, you know, you dare to do an interview, niggas gonna ask you questions. That wasn't even a tough question, but niggas gonna ask you questions about your past. Like, it's a fucking interview. Yeah. So if you felt uncomfortable about any particular thing, like, let's say, for example, you got a loved one that you lost, bro. Like, hey, let's not talk about this. Is my family keeping this personal? Oh, hey, let's not talk about this football shit. And then niggas would respect that as a podcaster, especially somebody at BootlegKev level. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's crazy.
And BootlegKev said he was 2 hours late for the interview,
and he was 2 hours late. Crazy.
So come on, man. Let's just be more professional, man. So
yep. Agreed. Agreed.
But moving on to the next topic, man. We have Charleston White, man. We had a situation with a dude named Prime, who was an associate of Adin Ross. He was recently on Adin Ross's stream. There was a whole back and forth as far as there were some things said, Charleston White, those of y'all, I mean, I don't need to go into the whole exact everything that was said. I'll show the clip in a minute, but basically Charleston White made some comments or whatever on the stream. Chucky's gonna, I believe Chucky has some information. He's gonna elaborate a little bit more on it. But he was basically doing a live stream with Adin Ross. There was some money that was supposed to be involved that never got paid. Charleston White feels like he was involved in an experiment. He feels like they were basically trying to bait him into being the ignorant nigga that we feel like he is. But he was basically showing like, I'm not all that. Like, I'm not everything that the media or what the media is trying to make me out to be. And I think, like I said, I'll play the clip in a minute, but in my opinion, I feel like in this situation, Charleston White handled himself accordingly to the situation. Based off of who he is. We all know who and what Charleston White is. He's a troll. He claims and he admits that what he's doing online is a character and a facade. And I feel like if you're going to do content with him and you choose to do business with him, that you should understand that and that you should act accordingly. So I feel like he handled himself the way that he was supposed to handle himself. So let me share this
before you play it. I just want to make a comment on that, man. This is one of the rare issues where I feel like Charleston White was justified. You feel me? Because the prime nigga was fucking with him, bro. He kept fucking with him and egging him on and doing all that shit. But yeah, go ahead and play it, bro. I definitely think Charleston White was in the right here.
Right.
Sitting here. I want to ask you a serious question. I want to stand up. I'm like George Foreman when he was fighting in his old age when he went to the corner. He didn't sit down.
Who's George Foreman?
You don't know who George Foreman is?
No, sir.
I'm going to say, listen, I'm going to teach you about blacks and you're going to teach me about Jewish.
Okay.
We're going to have go with it.
So wait, when
they watched it as a group of guys.
That's fair enough. So when you sent Bam and Kevo your dick pic, what did he say?
Oh, he sent me back and said that's gay ASL. And I didn't know what the fuck that meant.
I'm sorry. You're gay. No, he's not.
This is real quick. Pause right here. Pause it. So this is where it started right here because look, Adin and Charleston White, they having their own little personal conversation, and the nigga on the left, I think his name is Prime, right? He thought it was a good idea to chime in, and then this is when they end up going back and forth at it.
Exactly. And yeah, before I hit play, yeah, you made a great point because, like I said, if you're going to do the content with, I obviously Adin already, because Adin had a plan for this already, but obviously Prime didn't understand who Charleston White was and what it is that they were actually trying to accomplish with this stream. Because if you're going to do this stream, he should not have asserted himself if he was not ready to continue trolling with Charleston White. It's like, if you say something, he's going to troll you.
Right.
If you say something opposite of what he's saying, he's going to troll you. So if you're not prepared to do that without getting emotional and go back and forth with them without getting emotional, then you probably just shouldn't even respond. So like you said, that's a good point. Like he actually antagonized this, in my opinion.
Agreed.
I've never seen a dick. Have you?
I've seen my dick.
Well, exactly. I seen my dick. So
as long as you don't see another man's dick, that makes you gay.
I understand that part. But the man said he sent him his dick corrosing with oils on
he told me. Yeah.
No, look at the camera. Look at that.
He already said it. He just said it.
It's two men talking. Do you watch porn with dicks in it?
Yes, sir. I watch it.
No. I got porn on my phone. Man, you lying like a motherfucker. You lying like
he's lying.
He's lying. I'm not like that. We don't even want to talk, nigga. Every man in the world, we're not saying yesterday. Have you ever in your life? Come on, my nigga. Just say it's yes or no. Yes or no. Yes or no.
In your life.
Yes or no. Yes or no. Come on, homie. Let's be real. Nigga don't want to be real. Nigga, come on, nigga, be real. Every nigga in the world that watch a porn with a dick in it.
Facts.
Every man in the world.
Okay, so so just to give you all the basics, because I'm gonna skip through to the point where they get into the altercation, but so you guys get the basis of what's going on. Charleston White made a statement, a wild statement or whatever. He was talking about the Batman Kevo situation where he sent Batman Kevo a picture of Charleston White sent Batman Kevo a picture of him playing with himself. Batman Kevo responded talking about how he felt like that was sus as hell. So Prime then said, okay, well, you're obviously sus if you feel like you're gonna, you're sending pictures of yourself playing with yourself to other men. So this is where the argument is basically ensuing from, and this is what's going on. So they end up getting to things end up getting a little bit heated toward the mid conversation.
Dick, but I'm gay. Nigga, what you talking about my dick for? What you talking about my dick for? Nigga, you gay, nigga. Wait, fuck is you talking about?
Sent me your dick before.
Come on, man. Bro. See, I didn't even pay attention. I didn't even notice that part. Yeah, see.
He was talking all that shit to Charleston, but he sent a dick pic to his friend, though.
Look
That's
how
crazy.
Prime looking like, dude, you really
like, why you do that?
Yeah. Adin's a fool. Adin's like, bro, come on, bro.
Hey, game 30. Nigga, I ain't playing with you, nigga. Nigga, I ain't playing with you.
Mad now.
You gay.
Hold on. He mad now. I didn't even realize this is what really set it off. Adin set it off. Look how Adin. I keep pausing it at the perfect points. Look how Adin is looking. He's looking like I did it. Right. I set it off. Look at his face. He's like, because after I didn't even notice that before. After Adin made the statement that he did what he did, that he took the picture, he got upset. He said, "Don't play with me like that."
Yep.
And that's why Charleston said, "What do you mean? Like I didn't even for one like I said, if you're not ready to troll with them, don't even go there." But Charleston White is like, nigga, this is content. If we're gonna troll each other, okay, let's do that. But if you're gonna take it personal, come on, man.
Yeah.
Look at Adin. Look at his face.
yeah. He looked like he instigated that shit.
I'm gonna have to clip the shit out of this. Look at this dude's face. Come on, man.
Nigga, no, you gay, nigga. This nigga, hold up, y'all. Listen. This man is trying to get a logical question. He come in, nigga, what you talking about my dick for, my nigga? What you talking about? He get an explanation.
Why do it matter?
Why you talking about my dick, nigga? Why you talking about my dick? It's two men.
You right.
We having a dick conversation. We're talking about my dick.
Yeah, but why you talking
about asking me a question? He interviewing me.
You a man about your dick. I'm another man. You're gonna interview another man about your dick.
Why you so into my dick?
Why is
this nigga so into my dick? Why is this nigga so into my dick? He won't even let Adin see this interview.
About your dick. Right.
What's the interview about? My dick, right?
I asked about the clip.
Why he even inserted himself in the conversation?
I think he getting jealous of me and Adin's friendship. I think this nigga might be getting jealous. Because he was just asking a basic question. And he came over here with all this hoorah and goorah. We were having a normal conversation.
The clip you sent me, I was asking about.
Come on, my nigga, let the man do his job. Let the man get the content.
Let's
let the man get the content, nigga.
See, he's saying, Charleston White is saying, like, let the man get his content. Like, you're basically, he's trying to, those of y'all who ain't paying attention, Charleston White is trying to, on camera, without stopping the camera and still doing all that, he's trying to signal to Prime, like, if we're going to do this, keep it content. Don't get personal. Because this is what we're here for.
Right.
Obviously, you guys are trying to bait me into because there's other things. Like I said, I know you got some stuff on this too, so we'll elaborate a little bit more. But this
is exactly what I was gonna cover. Just so we good on this one.
So there's other things involving the situation. Those of y'all who don't know, who didn't watch the stream, or who didn't watch the Charleston White's response on Chakeech, where he said that he felt like it was an experiment, meaning that everything that he said that Adin Ross had planned for him for the stream. One, he said that there was business that was to be conducted as far as payments and everything like that he never got paid, and that Adin was basically dragging him along throughout the days. It was supposed to be a 3-day stream. It started off as 1 day, it turned into a 3-day stream. And he said that Charleston White said that throughout that situation, that Adin Ross was basically pushing a whole transgender gay agenda on him, where he felt like everything that the stream involved, everything that was involved with the stream had something to do with gay or transgender, even down to the restaurant that they went to, which was called Dick's, which those of y'all who've seen the clip where he was cussing out the waitress, because that's what they do there. That's that restaurant. That's, I guess,
I want to go there, by the way.
Yeah. So things like that. So he said that, Adin Ross was asking him like, oh, how's that dick, or how's that dick taste, or whatever, things like that. Like, so they were basically sex playing him the whole entire time. He felt like he was like, I think they were doing that to try to get him. He said even his manager was messaging him, telling him like just to go off, like, just to do as much irate shit as you could possibly do. Right. Basically. So it's about to get a little bit spicy right here in a second.
You the one came in and said, hey, y'all, he's no. Listen, this man was asking me a question. This man was, nigga, you gay, nigga. You into my dick, though. But you into my dick, though, gay ass nigga. Nigga, you watch out what you want. You gay, nigga. Gay ass nigga. Faggot. You a faggot, nigga. Faggot ass punk, nigga, yeah. Bitch ass nigga, you came and jumped in, nigga. You ain't gonna do nothing, nigga. What you gonna do then, nigga?
Look at Adin. Adin scary ass.
Got out of there. Adin got out of there super quick.
After he done instigated it low key, and then he wanted to bounce up and get out of there. That's
Adin got up out of there immediately.
Don't call me no
nigga, you ain't gonna do that, nigga. What you gonna do then, nigga? What you gonna do then, nigga? What you gonna do?
Now, before I let it play a little bit more, I will say this. The content was all the way up until, in my opinion, and I feel prime on this, up until Charleston White stood up.
Yeah, okay, sure.
I feel like they were both going back and forth for a minute.
Yeah.
I definitely feel like Prime was taking it personal, which I don't think that he should have did. But I think that Charleston White upped the ante when he stood up.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Because later on, it's too long of a video. I'm not going to play the ending, but later on, Charleston White does say like, oh, well, he stood up on me and this and that. But you can hear Prime in the background talking to security, telling him like y'all let him stand up on me, y'all didn't do nothing or whatever.
Right.
Like once he stand over me, and I get that. Like nobody wants to, like, hold on, let's play this back. Nobody wants to be in this position. Any real nigga, especially knows like you don't ever let no nigga do that.
Nigga, you came and jumped in, nigga. You ain't
When a nigga do that,
yeah.
That's when it's not, you know what I'm saying? And I think Prime acted accordingly in that instance. Like, nah, don't stand up on me. Because now you already, and people know what Charleston White is known for. So it's like, don't stand up on me. We know what you're known for. We probably got weapons and all types of shit. So I'm gonna stand up too, and this is where it's gonna get serious.
What you gonna do then, nigga? What you gonna do then, nigga? What you gonna do?
You gonna get your knife?
I don't get no knife. I know what to do. And then I'm gonna throw the punch, nigga. Then I'm gonna, what you gonna do, bitch ass?
He got mace, he wanna get close.
And I'm gonna spray it too, nigga. Keep talking, nigga.
I ain't gonna lie, I would have hit Charleston with a smooth 2-piece right there, right here where they at right now.
Yeah. He definitely in arm's reach.
Hit him with a right hook, and it's over with. He wouldn't have been able to get that pepper spray.
But depending on Charleston White reflexes, though, he could have hit him with that mace too, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true. I would have been over there like, man, y'all better tell him to get this mace. Boop.
So I will say that
it would have been over with.
Charleston was wrong for standing up first, but the nigga jumped in him and Adin conversation, bro, trying to stir the shit pot, trying to go viral. You feel me?
Yeah, I agree. I definitely feel like he definitely shouldn't have inserted him. And Charleston White made that point too, that, you know, he was like, we're having a conversation and you inserted yourself into this conversation. He was making a joke about it, like, we're having a conversation about me sending me playing with myself to another man, and you inserted yourself to this conversation. Why are you so worried about it?
Right. And I agree with that.
And there was other people around that Charleston White said that there was other security around that was like they weren't with that. They you know, whenever you try to sex play them or something, they was like, you know, denying it. But he was like, it obviously there's something funny with certain people. Like basically he was making a point that you got to be mindful and watchful of certain people when they're too comfortable with this type of thing, or when they're too defensive or too, you know, adamant about certain things or whatever, because he's like, why is it that you inserted yourself anyway? Like you said, is that's what really initiated this. And then I think Charleston White antagonized it by standing up over him, and that's when it got like, okay, now you're threatening people's safety. Because I think had Charleston White not have stood up, I don't think that it would have gotten this far, you know what I mean?
But I mean, I'm gonna give Charleston White a pass though. I feel like, nigga, you know, he was getting hot, like, bro, like, shut up now, bro. Like, you know, you jumped into my conversation. We going back and forth, nigga. Shut up so I can continue my conversation. I don't think that was like a conscious stand up. I think he just did it out of like frustration. Like, nigga, shut the fuck up and let me finish what I'm doing here with Adin.
Right. Yeah, no, I feel you. That makes sense. Yeah,
that was like an instinctual stand up.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, and he did. Yeah, to your in defense of your point, Charleston White said, like, dude, I'm twice your age. Like, at least give me the respect to just, like, if, like you said, me and Adin are doing business, me and you aren't doing business. So if me and him are having a conversation, why are you inserting yourself into the conversation? You're trying to get camera time. And so he also made the point that it's like, dude, he said that before this clip, he said that throughout the entire visit, Prime was constantly antagonizing him, like basically making quotes or making statements to Adin saying, hey man, I can get him started. I can get him riled up. Like, this was all a part of what Charleston White claims to be a part of Prime's plan to get him to act like this. So you know what I mean? It's definitely crazy. So let me play this I'll play this last 1 minute of this just to see, because it's a long drawn out this argument, but we'll just play it last.
I'm gonna spread like you gonna do something, nigga. You ain't gonna do a motherfucking thing.
I know how to handle the situation.
What the fuck, bro? Come on, homie, you just came and jumped into something. You ain't got nothing to do with that, nigga.
It's just not that serious,
Yeah,
bro. None of this shit is serious, bro.
Nigga, I ain't threatening you, nigga.
I'm just saying, none of this shit is.
He said again, so obviously he did this before.
Me? What did I do? I jumped out of this shit.
Come on, homie.
He got Mason. He got bare Mason.
You come jump into something you ain't got no business in, nigga. Say, homie,
No, you for sure jumped out of that shit, Adin. So man, I don't know, man. It got pretty wild, man. So I don't know. He thinks Charleston White thinks that it was an experiment. I think this goes back to a statement that I made before about Charleston White, about like who is the real Charleston White, and that he's a troll. We all know that he says some irate things and some things that he shouldn't say, some disrespectful things. Some of the things that he says, I do agree, overshadow the good things that he does. But I do believe that he is trying to just maintain a spot in this entertainment business, and that if you understand who he is, you can get some good content. Because I've seen some good interviews, not even just like the big platforms like the Say Cheese and things like that, but I've seen good interviews with Charleston White where he's actually putting himself on other people's platforms who otherwise wouldn't have any type of motion if he wasn't on there. And he's doing that out of, whether it be, of course he's getting his money, but he can get his money a lot of different ways, as we see. So I think that him doing this is just showing that, like he claimed in his interview, his Say Cheese interview, like, hey, I'm just I can be professional. I can do what's professional. But when you have other people who don't respect that professionalism, then things can go another way.
Agreed. I couldn't agree more. That's facts.
So I don't know, man. Shouts out to Charleston White. Like I said, people were gonna grill me for even shouting Charleston White out, but hey, man, I mean, like I said, I don't got no hate in my heart for for nobody, man. And
I would have liked to see Charleston get that kick deal though. That would have, because I would have liked to see what he would have done with it. You know what I mean? And like who he would have brought on and like what direction he would have took it in. But I think I mean, look, I respect Adin, bro, but I really think that he trolled Charleston White. I don't think he had no intention on helping Charleston with a kick deal. I think that he played him for content, because supposedly when Charleston White was and Adin was doing their thing, bro, the numbers was crazy, bro. They was getting like that duo, which I'm actually upset that it ended, because I was kind of fascinated in them. Like they did have like a unique kind of like a unique sense of like camaraderie going on, so I'm mad that didn't work. But I think Adin, he paid him for the interview and he finessed the nigga for, it sounds crazy, but I think he finessed the nigga for clicks, man. I don't think he had no intention on helping him with which, like he said, what was the word that he used? He felt like it was an experiment. Yeah, I think I agree. That's definitely what it was, bro. Definitely what it was.
And then like I said, to your point, I feel like definitely it was like, as far as it being an experiment and everything, like I agree. Like I said, I totally agree. When I shout Charleston White out, I'm not saying that I agree with everything that he does or says. What I'm saying is, in this instance, that what he explained that he felt like was happening, I feel like watching this footage, I agree with what he was saying. I think that he was definitely justified in how he reacted and everything like that. So,
but then again, though, when he first all right, when that little incident happened with the little back and forth, his response to it, bro, he did the typical Charleston White, man. He went in on the Jews, he went in on the white folks. This nigga crazy, bro. Charleston White.
I mean, but that's what they put him on there for. You know what I mean? That's what, like, at the end of the day, that's what they put him on there for. Like he said in his interview with Say Cheese, he said that he was in contact with his manager, like, hey, like, Adin just wants you on the stream one more day. Like, we just need you, like, they were trying to get him on the stream with Island Boys and stuff. And he was like, it was certain things that he was that he was telling them, like, I don't want to do. And even down to the those of y'all who, when you go and look at this clip again, this is on Adin Ross's live stream page. When you go and look at the full stream, the full all the way up until the end, Charleston White, and this is why I fuck with Charleston White, because he shook Adin Ross's hand and he leaned in and said, and because he was still mic'd up, he leaned in, he said, you still owe me that 2,000 for that picture. And he said, and he backed up and he said, you said that. And when he goes into the Chakeech interview, he explains that like Adin Ross offered him $2,000 to take a picture with some guys that were a little zesty, and he was like, why are you guys trying to get me? Why? It's like you guys are trying to push this narrative to force me. And he was texting Adin Ross saying like, why are you guys trying to make Unc look bad? You guys trying to make me look like I'm like you're trying to get me to go off on one of these homosexuals
exactly
for content to make me look bad. He's like, I got to go talk to kids after this. I got to go do different speeches and talks with people after this. Why is it that you guys are trying to push this narrative? So he offered him Adin Ross offered him $2,000. So
which by the point of the interview, he had it paid, by the way. Nigga, you a millionaire, nigga. You got 100 M streaming deal. Pay the nigga the 2 racks that you offered him, by the way.
Charleston White also said that while he was there, Charleston White said before he can finish smoking 2 blunts, Adin Ross had won $100K at the table.
Wow. And I think the nigga Prime, they just got him there just for looks too. Because remember what Charleston said? He said that these niggas is gambling millions and then Prime crying about losing $1,000.
Exactly.
Shit, crazy.
It's crazy, man. So I don't know, man. Like I said, hopefully Charleston White cleans up his act and he's not so offensive to people as far as like, I think he's funny. In my opinion, I think he's funny enough just to be funny without being a complete troll, as far as like go ahead and be a troll, but as far as like when it comes to disrespecting certain people's dead family members and people like that, like I think he's better. I feel like he's better than that. I feel like he can do better than that. I feel like
agreed.
It's unnecessary, especially at this point. Like you're big enough now, you can exclude that type of content from your material and still be successful. So I think that hopefully he I'm pretty I doubt he'll probably see this, but hopefully somebody that he does watch actually sees it and has the same opinion, and he actually takes heed to that and actually just cleans up his act. And like I said, just continues to be a comedian. You know what I'm saying? You're funny enough without dissing people's dead family members and children and mothers and things like that.
Yeah, I agree. I think they definitely need to, Charleston White could be such a positive force in this culture that we have here, but every time he do something right, he fucks it up with how what I'm saying.
That's perfect.
I think most people would argue that Charleston White, he was not in the wrong there, right? And then once after that all ended, and then you go and you start saying racial slurs and and being anti-Semitic and shit, is but it still don't. I mean, you could. Even though he did that, it still don't make the fact that he was in the right in that moment any different. So you know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, it's a fact. But yeah, no, I mean that's all I got for the day, man. What you got?
Okay. So today I have a couple things. We're gonna start off with something that is a little sad, man. I don't know if you heard, but there's the news that came out, man, that we have lost Rolling 40's S-Bone, who was growing on the platform. He became a YouTuber, and he was really growing and became very he was growing on the platform, man, and a lot of people was checking him out, and me too. I found out about him kind of late as far as watching his content and everything. I didn't find out so early on, but nah, he was definitely entertaining dude. And oh, sorry, y'all. Yeah, so rest in peace to him, man. We lost him, man. He was in Sacramento, up there where you stay, man, and I think they found him. In like a field or something like that, and so allegedly it was like a robbery gone wrong, man. And I just want to send my condolences to the family, and I hope we get some justice in this situation, man. It's so unfortunate, and I send my prayers.
Yeah, definitely, man. Rest in peace to S-Bone. I like you said, I just recently just now got introduced to him, sadly, because of the whole him beefing with 600 CripMac's ex-manager and them calling him out for quote unquote being a snitch. There's some conspiracies around his death, saying that some people are saying that he was maybe targeted because of the snitch allegations. We're hoping that that's not the case, and we're also hoping that he wasn't. This dude was over 40. You know what I mean? Yeah. So we're hoping that this dude wasn't in his mid 40s, still gang banging and actually, being involved in the streets. He's like Chucky said, he's from Rolling 40s, which is in LA. He was out here in Sacramento, and he because those of y'all who don't know, who aren't from California, Sacramento, I've lived all over California. Sacramento is different as far as, like, it's not necessarily the Bay. Is different, especially with their politics and their street politics and California politics. They actually they gang banging out here. Is you know what I mean? There's Bloods and Crips out here. It's not like how in Oakland and San Francisco and places, Vallejo and places like that, Richmond. It's not like San Jose. It's not like places like that where it's not necessarily they don't gang bang colors. It's more so like they rep their blocks and shit, they streets and shit. So so I say that to say that S-Bone, hopefully he didn't bring that energy from LA out here, and that's what got him murdered. They said that it had something to do with the robbery, which, like I said, it's unfortunate. Hopefully that's not the case. But, rest in peace to S-Bone, man. Like I said, those of y'all who don't know about California or don't know about California politics, don't come to Sacramento, which is the capital. Don't come out here thinking that it's just all sweet. They gang banging out here. Like, what's that? I forgot what movie that, I think it was Bright, when the officer said they out there gang banging like it's the 90s. So right. You know what I mean? And those of y'all who were in Sacramento, man, be safe, man. I don't know how much connections S-Bone had to any affiliations with any gangs out here or any people out here, but hopefully that doesn't have anything to do with that doesn't spill over to the streets.
Agreed. Yeah, man. RP. Send my prayers and condolences to the family, man. And it's unfortunate because, like I said, I haven't, I've heard that name many times, but as far as watching his content was very recent, probably within the last couple months. And I like his messaging. You know what I mean? I like what he would preach when he go live and everything. And I watch lives, and now that I starting to get used to you, bro, and I hear this news, when I heard it, I was like, nah, no way. And it's unfortunate, but I send my prayers, man, and I send my condolences to the family, man, like in a real way,
Yes. Sir.
Next up, man, I know y'all been hearing about Bobbi Althoff. She done came out of the woodwork with hot interviews, bro, and it's crazy because a lot of people are calling her a plant. We're gonna play a little clip from the DJ Academics show and get his thoughts on it. We're gonna evaluate if she's actually a plant. Just from if you just look at her rise, how quick and how just assertive that shit was, bro. You went from being relatively unknown to getting a sit down with Drake, and that's crazy. So we're gonna play this, and then we're gonna talk about the rest. Hold up, give me 1 second. All right, there we go. All right, you see that? Okay,
yeah,
let's run it. Okay.
This woman comes out, and in 3 podcasts, she goes 500,000, 3.5 million, right? And then the interview was at 11 or 12 million. That's like ridiculous, like crazy out the gate shit, right?
Facts.
And I think people have been wondering, is she a plant? Now, I'm going to be honest with you. Like, this is just my honest opinion. Bobbie Althoff is 100% a plant. What I mean a plant
100%.
I'm not,
academics say bullshit.
100%.
I'm not doubting her style. I'm not doubting anything to do with the work she might have done to get these interviews or do them or get them out or be entertaining in them. I am doubting the way that things aligned for her to be this viral. And this is the point where I always tell people. And the only reason I'm saying this, I hope y'all understand this is not hate, right? Academics is a really successful.
All right, we'll stop it there. So look, I want to. What's your thoughts on this, man? Because she came out of nowhere. She's super on fire. She getting all the hot, bro. She went from some. I don't know if he's a comedian, some dude that, and then she went from him to Funny Marco. Funny Marco fucking around and landed a Drake interview. Then Lil Yachty. Then Mark. Like nigga, she's hot. Nigga, it's crazy. And then to be honest, bro, her interview, like I ain't gonna lie, bro, like. It's got that weird, and I'm not hating, bro, because she obviously is doing well, bro. But I don't know how it's doing well, bro. She got this weird, awkward type of interview style, bro. I can't watch a whole one, bro. It's just like a nigga ask you a direct question.
I never watched the whole one.
I watch clips. A nigga ask you a direct question, and you go,
right?
That shit get annoying, nigga. Like answer the fucking question, like. You know, it's just weird. But anyways, bro, what you think about that, man? She a plant or, you know, her hard work got her where she is, bro?
I definitely agree with academics. She's definitely a plant.
Guaranteed,
like he said, it's more so about how things lined up for her. The interviews that she got, that there's only a few of them, and they all have hit for multi-millions. So the fact that you just come out the gate, nobody knew about you before. You come out the gate just interviewing, like you said, like she got Drake. How do you get Drake out the gate on a podcast? And not only that, but you're laying in bed with him.
Come on.
This is the basis, or the like this is how, not I'm not gonna say all of your podcasts, but this is how you set up this in particular podcast with him. That you're laying in the bed with him. This is, and she ended up deleting that interview.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
You know what's interesting is that I don't know if you knew. You know what makes this even more fascinating, because I don't know if you've been hearing like before she even was noticed, there was a lot of conversations about Drake. Like, damn, nigga, you ain't coming on none of the black podcasts, bro. Like, you know what I mean? You're not coming on none of the urban, none of the hip hop podcasts. And then I think it's super ironic that this relatively unknown stranger DMs you, and then you go ahead and bless her with that interview when a lot of the culture has been saying, like, where you at, Drake?
Exactly.
Where you at?
Academics specifically has been talking about that. Like, why haven't you, like, you're not doing no type of content or interviews with the actual culture, the people who are involved deep in the culture. You're doing it with everybody else. And
the niggas who make you. You know
exactly. And so you do it with her, and she ends up deleting the interview.
Yeah.
So what did that benefit you? All that's doing is benefiting her.
So that's a great segue. So the reason she deleted the interview is coming up. So I got this other clip, man, where she literally talks about why she deleted it. And the reason she deleted the interview will shock you, bro. So this is Dave Portnoy, who interviewed her. And I guess he made a phone call with her, and she explains why that she had to take the interview down. So we're gonna play this right here, and let's get
it. Like, I heard that Bobbie slept with Drake and is getting divorced. So I asked her. I DM'd Bobbie.
What? You asked her, did you sleep with Drake and are you getting a divorce?
Yeah. She's like, I'm not commenting on that publicly.
Wait, so you just outed her?
Oh,
you just outed her not public comment?
Dave. Woo! Oh shit.
Man.
Yo, hey, when I seen that, I couldn't believe it, bro. Bro, Drake is a savage, nigga.
Man.
Nigga, Drake is a savage. You breaking up happy homes, nigga.
Yeah, no, that's what he does. He's on.
You breaking
He's on his
Happy
Usher
Homes
shit
up?
right now. He's on his Usher shit right now.
And to be honest, bro, I think whoever the husband was, that nigga ain't got no frame because there's no chance in the world that my girl, nigga, look there. There's this weird thing where celebrities get a pass to like be disrespectful with spouses, bro. You know what I'm saying? There's this weird thing where it's like, nah, nigga, you're not about to be in a bed. And you know what she like to do too? She like to look a nigga dead in his eyes and say, "Do you find me attractive, nigga? You're married." She done that to a few guests, and to be honest, I 100% believe this because Drake is a savage, and it's like let's be honest here, nigga. If Drake want to smash you, every bitch giving up the pussy, married or not, nigga. I'm sorry, my nigga. Let's be honest.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's be honest, bro. So
definitely,
so it's like as if I was her husband, nigga, like as beneficial as that could have been for yo shit. You already got the funny Marco under your belt and a few others. You building it up. The Drake shit really took you off. But what I'm saying is that Drake is a savage, nigga. He went and maxed that shit out, nigga.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And then now it's causing her family issues. So I think, let me speculate here. I think what happened was she probably got a little pressure from her hubby. Oh wait, this is what I'm hearing. This is that, and I think she took it down to to plead her loyalty to her nigga, and she had to take the interview down. You feel me?
Yeah,
crazy,
sure.
nigga. Drake over here breaking up happy homes, man.
Man, I mean that's what he does. People like that, that's what they do. He's on his Usher shit right now. I'm telling you, man.
Yeah,
these celebrities, man,
for
they
sure,
be feeling themselves too much, man. It's a damn shame.
Absolutely. But look, shit, I think, man, I really got. I gotta go. I think that's it. I think that's all I got. Yeah, that's pretty much it, bro. I know that was kind of abruptly, but I mean, we touched a lot of shit. We at the hour mark. I gotta go do a show. Not do a show. I gotta go to this local artist that we interviewed on Blunts or Papers.
Yeah, that's right.
We about to go. He was pretty adamant on niggas showing up. He was like, y'all coming? And we was like, yeah. He's like, bro, don't just say, what I'm saying? Well, the niggas like double check you, like, nigga, don't just be saying you gonna come, and you gonna come and support me. Niggas was like, yeah. So we gonna go
networking. He working.
He trying to. Shout out to his name is YM Codeine, by the way, man. I'll give him a shout out, man. Shout out YM Codeine.
Yeah. I heard about him. Yeah.
He doing this shit, man. He getting hot around the valley and shit, and nigga wish him nothing but success. And we about to go see what his first show. I'm about to go see what his first show looking like, man. But before we go, I just want to tell everybody, man, thank y'all for tapping into the show, man. We always appreciate it, man. This we on episode 10. We really doing these, bro. As y'all can see, bro, we ain't stopping. We ain't always on time, but we gonna get it together. Don't trip, nigga. We gonna get it together. Appreciate y'all for watching, man. Like, comment, subscribe, follow me on IG. I'm the Chucky. You know where to find Breadwinner. Look at his handle somewhere over there. You know what I mean? And yep. Go ahead, Breadwinner. It's all you.
Man, so like he said, man, he pretty much said it all. Appreciate y'all for tapping in, man. We got newer and newer subscribers every time we do this, man. We're both trying to keep as much content going on our pages as much as possible. Like I said at the beginning of this video, those of y'all who are continually following us and watching our videos, we apologize for when we're late, to the 6 p.m. show. But we're definitely, like I said, we're on episode 10, so we're definitely getting the episodes out and we're doing them. We're going to get a little bit more organized, but other than that, man, like I said, we both got life going on. We appreciate y'all, man. Y'all keep on tapping in, man. Like he said, all the links and everything to all of our social medias are right underneath our names. Y'all make sure y'all tap in. Y'all know the page because you guys are on it, watching it right now. So y'all tap in, subscribe, hit that notification bell because you guys will be alerted when we are dropping these videos for every Thursday. The Wasp Nest, man. We in here where we bring Breadwinner TV, SQUADCAST TV, and Breadwinner TV. We bring them together, we merge them together, and we bring y'all some of the weekly buzz, man, on
Best
what's going on in the
internet.
You know what I'm talking about? Best content on the internet, man. So we appreciate y'all for tapping in. Y'all keep on subscribing, liking, and sharing, man. This
Support
is Wasp
the channel,
Nest
man.
episode 10,
Support the
man.
show.
This is Michael Monsoon. This is Chucky, Breadwinner TV, SQUADCAST TV, man, and we out.